My name is Lisa Steele. I grew up in a Christian home. My dad was a Church of God minister, so my mom and dad, they modeled faith for me. They lived their life looking to God for guidance. So, my life was pretty ordinary, never, had a whole lot of issues. And then came 2020, and that's when the storms began to hit me. And I really had to look at what my faith was grounded on. In June 1st of 2020, my oldest son, Benjamin, was diagnosed with a brain tumor. And that was a scary thing. You don't know what's going to happen. He went in, he had surgery, they resected the tumor, but they found another brain mass. This one is inoperable. It's in the middle of his brain. He requires 24-hour supervision for certain things. So we've walked this walk with Ben, and it continues. Also in 2020, my youngest son, Andy, was diagnosed with COVID, and he went into the hospital and ended up on a ventilator. And at that point, we got him, he was put on ECMO, which is the highest form of life support that there is. And once he was on ECMO, he really turned around. My sister, at the same time, in August of 2020, she went into the hospital and with COVID and was on a ventilator for 2 months. And after that was in a rehab hospital for 3 months, just trying to recover. She eventually got home in January of 2021. And, at that point I felt some relief. I felt like, okay, Ben's doing well, Andy's home, Pam's home. But then April 1st of 2021, my husband Doug suffered a sudden heart attack. It was 5 till 6 in the morning. And I started CPR and had to do that for like 10 minutes till the EMTs got there. And even then, sitting in the ICU room with him, at night I'd sit and watch his monitors. And there would be so many people in the room doing things with Doug, machines and all kinds of things, that I had to get up and go excuse myself, and I'd go down the hall to a bathroom and cry because it was just overwhelming. He was able to recover, was in a hospital for about 25 days, but it's been remarkable. Ben, Andy, Pam, and then in April of 21, Doug, I was struggling. The sheer weight of those events, time after time. There were times, I fussed at God. Why are you letting these people suffer? They're good people. And he spoke to me. He said, Lisa, look what I've already done. And that's when I started trusting him, because my focus was what he had done for me and for my family. At every major turning point of my life, Jesus has been there. My dad, even though he was a pastor, he died early at age 49. And I watched my mom pick up and had a strong ministry even after my dad died. She modeled that for me. When she passed away, both she and my dad, the closing hymn at both of their funerals was "Because He Lives, we can face tomorrow." And I want that at my funeral. Because He lives, I want my children to know that because He lives, they can face tomorrow. They can face life. I hope I've modeled that. I hope that I've instilled that in them, because that's the rock they're going to need to cling to. That's the foundation of life.